In the realm of faith and spirituality, some pastors captivate congregations with extraordinary claims and performances. Join us on a journey into the peculiar world of religious leaders who go beyond what is written in the scriptures, showcasing so-called miraculous signs and wonders. Brace yourself for a wild ride through churches where so-called angels materialize out of thin air in the church, pastors seemingly defy gravity by walking in mid-air, and congregations witness their pastors soaring through the sanctuary. But that's not all. Some claim the ability to raise the dead, pushing the boundaries of deception and craftiness. Join us as we unravel the mystique behind pastors who bring a whole new meaning to the purpose of church, in this captivating exploration of the bizarre and unconscionable practices of false preachers. Controversial South African pastor, Prophet Shepherd Bushiri, has stirred debate with a video on YouTube allegedly showing angels appearing during a live Sunday service at the Enlightened Christian Gathering Church. The footage claims the angels manifested in the fourth overflow after the pastor prayed for God to open the eyes of the people so that they would see and believe.
Angels! Angels! See angels! See angels! See angels! Do you see the glory of God? Have you seen the angels? Yes.
This video have raised questions to many about the authenticity of such supernatural occurrences. The incident has fueled skepticism and discussions around the use of purported signs and wonders in religious settings. While some followers may find solace in what they perceive to be a divine manifestation, many argue that such an event is blasphemous and wicked in the sight of God. The video's release has intensified scrutiny on the so-called prophet, known for his controversial practices and flamboyant displays in his ministry. Skepticism regarding miraculous occurrences is not uncommon. There are sincere individuals who search the scriptures to see if what is happening is according to the Word of God. This incident adds to a broader conversation about the intersection of faith, spectacle, and authenticity within religious circles. As discussions unfold, the video raises questions about the role of technology in shaping perceptions of spirituality and the potential impact of such visual claims on the broader religious landscape. The perceived manifestation of angels in Prophet Shepherd Bushiri's church may have a negative impact on individuals and the broader community. Followers who believe in the authenticity of such events might experience heightened expectations, placing unwarranted pressure on their faith and spiritual experiences. Moreover, persons who understand the scriptures will view this as exploitation or manipulation, eroding trust in religious leaders and institutions. Instances of alleged miracles, especially when met with skepticism, can contribute to a sense of disillusionment and skepticism among the public. The controversy surrounding such events may also lead to increased scrutiny from authorities and regulatory bodies. The perceived manifestation of angels raises questions about the responsibility of religious leaders in managing the expectations and interpretations of their followers, as well as the potential consequences of sensationalized spiritual claims on both individuals and the reputation of the broader religious community.
There's a false prophet in Africa. Have a video on YouTube where he tricked the people, made them think angels appeared in his church, and he got his technical team together to show holograms of angels in the church, and the people started crying and thought heaven visit them. Heaven don't visit no false church.
That's right.
I know, well, heaven going to visit you and you don't even believe Jesus Christ is God.
That's right.
You don't even know who's in heaven.
Amen.
Eh?
Amen.
You got 3 gods in heaven. Which one is visiting you?
This fake angel manifestation has the potential to significantly impact individuals within the religious community. For those who believe in the authenticity of such events, there is a risk of heightened expectations and an increased reliance on miraculous occurrences for spiritual validation. This can lead to a delicate situation where individuals may feel compelled to seek similar extraordinary experiences, potentially placing undue pressure on their faith and contributing to a skewed understanding of spirituality. Persons who study the scriptures and are taught by a true man of God are likely to view these events with suspicion, questioning the integrity of the religious leader and the legitimacy of the entire church. The controversy surrounding these alleged angelic manifestations may not only impact the personal beliefs of followers but also have broader implications for the reputation of the church community. Increased scrutiny from regulatory bodies and authorities may follow, potentially leading to legal consequences or restrictions on the activities of the church. In essence, The perceived manifestation of angels has the potential to create a complex and challenging dynamic within the community, affecting the beliefs, trust, and perception of both followers and the public at large. It is likely that the angels purportedly appearing in this church could be a result of technological manipulation, such as projections. In an era where advanced audiovisual technologies are readily available, the authenticity of supernatural events captured on camera comes under scrutiny. The use of projectors, holographic displays, or other visual effects can create illusions that mimic supernatural occurrences. This skepticism is not uncommon in discussions about miraculous events in the digital age, where video editing tools and special effects can be used to produce compelling yet artificial experiences. Considering the potential for technological explanations, it becomes crucial to critically assess the source and authenticity of such manifestations. This adds another layer to the ongoing debate, prompting individuals to question the role of technology in shaping religious experiences and emphasizing the need for discernment when interpreting seemingly miraculous events captured on video. In another video, Bushiri appears to defy gravity, purportedly floating in the air after descending steps. As he closes his eyes and extends his arms, he is seemingly lifted by unknown angels. However, upon close examination, disparities emerge. The door on the right shifts position, and multiple shadows cast doubt on the authenticity of the supernatural act. When his feet touch the ground, a shadow vanishes to the right, coinciding with the audible opening and closing of a door. The evidence strongly suggests Bushiri is assisted by persons outside of the camera shot, manipulating the perception of walking on air. Notably, the video strategically avoids revealing the assisting individual, concealing the intricacies of the illusion. This pattern of deceptive practices raises questions about the authenticity of Bushiri's supernatural demonstrations. The deliberate omission of crucial details, such as the unseen assistant in the floating act, suggests a calculated effort to maintain an illusion of divine intervention. The discrepancy in the door's position, the presence of multiple shadows, and the unmistakable sounds of the door opening and closing all contribute to a compelling case against the purported miraculous event. In this video right here, Bushiri claimed to capture a spirit on an iPad, but instead displayed a pre-existing image from the photo gallery to his congregation.
Oh, deeper man of God.
The revelation that Bushiri previously misled his congregation by presenting a preloaded image as evidence further diminishes the credibility of his supernatural claims. As scrutiny intensifies, these instances prompt a critical examination of the role of showmanship in religious practices and the potential impact on believers. It underscores the importance of discernment and skepticism in interpreting extraordinary events, urging a balance between faith and a rational evaluation of the evidence presented. Pastor Alph Lukau gained widespread attention when he claimed to have resurrected a man during a church service in South Africa. The incident sparked controversy and skepticism, with many questioning the authenticity of the supposed resurrection. Lukau faced criticism from various quarters, including religious leaders and the public, leading to calls for further investigation into the matter. The event raised ethical concerns about the use of religious practices for sensationalism and prompted discussions about the role of faith in society.
To the congregants, an unprecedented scene is unfolding before their eyes.
Rise up! Yes! Come on! Come on! Hey! Hey! Rising up! Hey! Jesus! Hey! What is this?
Lukau, who leads Alleluia Ministries, later admitted the man was not dead but brought to the church by his family. He apologized for the misrepresentation, explaining that the person was alive before reaching the church. Lukau acknowledged the family's belief in God's power but regretted not initially sharing the truth about the man's condition. Instances like Pastor Alph Lukau's claimed resurrection can have several negative impacts on the church and individuals. Firstly, it erodes the credibility of religious institutions, causing skepticism and distrust among the public. This can lead to a loss of faith in genuine spiritual practices and create a perception that all religious leaders prioritize sensationalism over authenticity. Individuals within the church may experience disillusionment, as exaggerated claims and controversial incidents can undermine the sincerity of their faith. Such events may also contribute to a sense of betrayal among followers who place their trust in religious leaders, potentially leading to a decline in church attendance and participation. Moreover, the negative publicity surrounding these incidents can tarnish the image of the broader religious community, reinforcing stereotypes and misconceptions about faith-based practices. This can make it challenging for legitimate religious leaders to convey their messages and engage with the public in a meaningful way. The fallout from sensationalized events within the church can result in a loss of credibility, trust, and respect, impacting both the institution and the individuals it seeks to serve. Furthermore, the negative impact extends beyond the immediate community and can influence broader societal views on religion. Instances of sensational claims, like the supposed resurrection, may contribute to a perception that all religious figures are more focused on personal gain or fame rather than genuine spiritual guidance. In some cases, these controversies can lead to increased regulation and scrutiny of religious practices, affecting the freedom of legitimate religious institutions. Governments and regulatory bodies may respond to such incidents by imposing stricter measures, making it more challenging for authentic religious leaders to operate without unwarranted restrictions. Individuals who were not previously affiliated with any faith may be dissuaded from exploring spirituality due to the skepticism generated by such high-profile incidents. This potential reluctance to engage with religious communities can hinder the positive aspects of communal support, charity work, and ethical teachings that many legitimate religious institutions provide. The negative impacts of sensationalized events within the church are far-reaching, affecting not only the credibility and trust within religious communities but also shaping societal perceptions of faith in general. This underscores the importance of responsible leadership and ethical practices to maintain the integrity of religious institutions and foster a positive relationship with the wider community. A pastor, often dubbed the Flying Preacher, gained widespread attention as he descended into his church on cables from the ceiling to deliver a sermon. He said the dramatic stunt aimed to symbolize the unexpected nature of the second coming of Christ. The pastor can be heard asking his followers if they are ready for Christ's return as he descends.
Are you ready? Yes. Are you ready for his return?
However, not everyone applauded the spectacle. Many took to social media and criticized him for what some deemed a wasteful use of time and money. A few suggested the entire display was excessive, with a minority accusing the pastor of harboring a God complex. In response, the pastor defended his entrance in a YouTube video, explaining that the cable system was pre-existing and intended for an upcoming Christmas production. He said he believed what he did was orchestrated by God, aligning with the message he intended to preach about the second coming of Jesus Christ. The trend of pastors incorporating extravagant stunts, such as flying into the church on cables, has faced criticism for several reasons. Firstly, this spectacle does not align with the core principles of humility and simplicity taught in the scriptures. Secondly, these theatrics can be perceived as a misuse of resources, both in terms of time and finances. Thirdly, the elaborate displays may inadvertently shift the focus away from the message itself. The attention-grabbing nature of such performances could overshadow the substance of the sermon, potentially diluting the impact of the message that should be preached. Moreover, these grand gestures contribute to a perception of pastors developing a celebrity status, fostering concerns about ego and a potential God complex. Such concerns can lead to a disconnect between the congregation and the preacher, as the emphasis shifts towards the theatrics rather than the genuine connection between the congregation and the message being preached. These stunts may also alienate individuals who are seeking a more traditional and solemn religious experience. The pursuit of entertainment within religious practices may not resonate with everyone, potentially excluding those who find solace in a more contemplative and conventional worship environment. Additionally, the adoption of elaborate stunts by pastors can lead to a distortion of priorities within the religious community. The resources invested in these high-profile performances could be redirected to address more pressing community needs or charitable endeavors. Critics argue that the funds and effort allocated to such spectacles might be better utilized in supporting social outreach programs, aiding the less fortunate, or addressing local issues that require attention. Furthermore, the pursuit of sensationalism in religious practices may inadvertently contribute to a sense of disillusionment among followers. Some individuals may find it challenging to reconcile the ostentatious displays with the spiritual values of humility and modesty promoted in the scriptures. This dissonance could potentially drive away those seeking a more authentic and down-to-earth spiritual experience. The negative impact extends to the broader perception of organized religion. These extravagant displays can reinforce stereotypes about religious institutions being more concerned with showmanship than with addressing the real needs and struggles of their congregations and surrounding communities. This perception, in turn, might contribute to a decline in trust and engagement with organized religious institutions. In essence, while some may view these dramatic displays as a creative way to engage congregations, there are concerns about their impact on the authenticity, humility, and overall spiritual experience within the church community. The negative impact lies in the potential misallocation of resources, the distortion of spiritual priorities, and the risk of alienating those seeking a more traditional and humble approach to worship. Striking a balance between innovation and preserving the core values of humility and community service is crucial to navigating these concerns within the context of organized religion. Throughout history, there have been instances where some pastors focused on showcasing fake signs and wonders to excite their congregations. One notable example is during the Protestant Reformation in the 16th century when some preachers claimed miraculous abilities to gain followers. Similarly, in the 18th century, the Great Awakening in America saw charismatic leaders engaging in dramatic displays to evoke strong emotional responses. This trend continued in various revivals, where pastors sometimes employed sensationalist tactics to captivate audiences. Parallels can be drawn to the present day, where occasional reports emerge of pastors using questionable methods to showcase miracles or extraordinary claims. Understanding the recurring nature of such phenomena involves considering the human desire for awe and the tendency for charismatic leaders to leverage these desires for influence. The rise of televised ministries and megachurches has provided a platform for pastors to showcase seemingly miraculous events to a wider audience. Instances of faith healing, drunk in the spirit, or claiming supernatural financial blessings have drawn both followers and skeptics. The recurring nature of these phenomena can be attributed, in part, to the human psychology of seeking meaning, hope, and a connection with God. People often gravitate toward experiences that provide a sense of wonder or validate their faith. Charismatic leaders, aware of this, may be tempted to exaggerate or fabricate events to meet these expectations. Moreover, the competitive nature of some religious environments, where success is often measured by congregation size or financial contributions, can create pressure for pastors to deliver extraordinary experiences. This can inadvertently foster an environment where the line between genuine spiritual occurrences and staged performances becomes blurred. Drawing parallels across history reveals a pattern where certain charismatic leaders, driven by various motivations, resort to sensationalism to maintain or increase their influence. It underscores the importance of discernment within religious communities and encourages a critical evaluation of the authenticity of the signs and wonders presented. Having a deep knowledge of scriptures is crucial for believers as it provides a foundation for discernment between genuine spiritual experiences and potential manipulations. Understanding the teachings and principles laid out in religious texts allows individuals to critically evaluate the messages and actions of spiritual leaders. Scriptural knowledge serves as a compass, guiding believers to discern what aligns with the core tenets of the faith. It acts as a safeguard against the misuse of religious language and symbols for personal gain. Discernment helps distinguish authentic spiritual guidance from instances where leaders may be exploiting the trust of their followers through deceptive practices. Furthermore, a solid understanding of scriptures empowers individuals to engage in meaningful discussions about the faith, contributing to a more informed and resilient community. It encourages believers to question teachings that deviate from the fundamental principles of the scriptures and promotes a culture of accountability within religious institutions. The importance of scriptural knowledge and discernment lies in fostering a spiritually grounded and resilient community, capable of distinguishing between genuine expressions of faith and potentially manipulative practices. It encourages believers to approach their spiritual journey with wisdom, critical thinking, and a deep connection to the authentic teachings of the faith. Critical thinking at the intersection of faith and spectacle is paramount for fostering a genuine spiritual journey. Challenge yourself to question, analyze, and reflect on the messages and experiences presented within the church. Regularly engage with the scriptures to ensure that teachings and practices align with the core tenets of the faith. Seek a deep understanding of the scriptures to serve as a foundation for discernment. Develop discernment by questioning the authenticity of extravagant claims or sensational performances. Cultivate a mindset that values substance over spectacle, allowing your faith to be grounded in sincerity and depth. Engage in open and respectful conversations within the church. Seeking guidance from the apostle on different perspectives can foster a collective discernment that can help distinguish between genuine spiritual experiences and potentially manipulative practices. It is crucial to hold religious leaders accountable for their actions and teachings. Genuine spiritual leaders will welcome scrutiny and encourage their followers to seek the truth rather than blindly accepting spectacular claims. Embrace a balanced approach that appreciates the beauty of spiritual experiences while maintaining a critical awareness. A faith journey enriched with depth and authenticity is more likely to withstand the allure of superficial spectacles. Remember, critical thinking within the realm of faith does not diminish the value of spirituality. Instead, it enhances your connection to the core principles of your beliefs and encourages a more profound and authentic experience of faith. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I do pray that we all continue in striving to please God. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching.